Hi guys, welcome to the channel and let's welcome the new season of GBL The Hidden Gems, which has brought along with it many move updates, and that is why I started this season in the Open Great League with these 3 mons, all of which got some or the other move update. Shadow Golduck getting liquidation and the other 2 mons getting Drill Run. Drill Run being strictly an upgrade from Bulldoze for Alolan Sand Slash and providing the necessary coverage required on Dugong. So for this set, I paired up all of these mons, keeping in mind that I wanted to showcase new moves and also the fact that I have 2 mons at the back which are weak to counter, and that is why I was running Confusion on my Golduck. So getting into the battles, I remember this trainer lagged a bit at the start, and that is why I was able to get to my Icy Wind before the Umbreon got to its move. Any which way, I think Umbreon, since being a bulky mon, does not damage with its foul, does not provide a lot of damage with its foul play, and Dugong could have easily tanked that. As my opponent now comes into their Mammoth Swine and for some reason throw double resisted Avalanche, thankfully I know shielded and I go straight for Icy Winds, which are neutral and do add up. Mammoth Swine in the Great League is really squishy, and I think this Confusion should KO. Yeah. So I think now they come back into their Umbreon and I should have thrown Cross Chop, but I think I'll go for Liquidation only because of the fact I wanted to check the animation. I was really excited for it, and then again it deals more damage than Cross Chop, I believe. Liquidation as a move is a nice move. You can reach Liquidation pretty quickly. It's a crunch clone, and now I come into Dugong and it has a really nice match against Altaria, and I think I'll survive the foul play. Yes, and the opponent quits. Moving on to the next one. Again, keeping in mind these are my very first battles with the team, and opponents were running some wild teams that obviously you expect at rank 1. People may run some wild teams, so therefore you may try to predict all the mons that you can, but the opponents can give you a hard time if you are trying to guess their mons. So here I go for the double super effective Drill Run, and the opponent did not shield it, and Drill Run did a lot of damage. Honestly, I wasn't expecting that Drill Run will do so much damage, even though it is double super effective on that mon. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. However, Dugong is bulky, and that is why I did not really expect it to deal that much damage. Here now I threw an Icy Wind, and I think this Skarmory is running the Steel Wing instead of Air Slash, and that is why it is resisted on Golduck, and I came in with the Golduck. Okay, moving on to the next battle. This is sort of a neutral lead. Since I was playing with the Golduck for the first time, I did not know who will win the matchup, so that is why I had 2 Icy Mons at the back, and I gathered some energy and I straight away swapped into Dugong. Dugong in this lineup I think is a better mon to save Thor because of its bulk, as also because it has Icy Wind, and therefore it can lower down the attack of the opposite mon. Here the opponent for some reason did not switch out, and that is why I was able to win the switch. I also got a shield advantage, and now I throw Liquidation. It does a lot of damage, and also we get the defense drop. Here I decide to no shield, and I would like to close out with my Sand Slash. I decide to shield and probably will decide to farm it down, and let's see what the opponent has at the back. They have a Lapras, so ice moves are double resisted. It has the same typing as Dugong, and therefore I decided to straight away go for Drill Run because I think we'll outpace the Lapras, and I think my loose con was to try to bait them, and that is why I straight away went for Drill Run, and we won the match. On to the next one now. Golduck on Dragonite. Dragonite is really iffy for Golduck. However, I decided to do a few confusions just so that I have some energy advantage on my Golduck. And now here on, I decided to throw the Ice Event just to see if they shield or not. They shielded, and we also get the defense drop. And now I'll go straight away for the Drill Run. So after the Ice Event, Rock Slide doesn't do a lot of damage, and that is why I decided to not shield even the second one, because I knew that I'll survive. And if they don't shield the Drill Run, it'll be like huge damage. I honestly expected more damage, however it was still sufficient and gave me time to come into my Golduck. Here I went for Liquidation because it has Stab, and despite being resisted, did a lot of damage to the Trevenant. And I believe this Shadow Claw will KO the Trevenant. Oh, one more Shadow Claw needed, and here I can simply farm them down. GG's to the opponent. So my first set, again it was my first set of the season, so some wild teams by the opponent, one of them lagged also, and I was able to still gain 5-0, which is like happy thing. Today I'm showing 2 sets out of the 5 sets that I played with this team, and both of them I'd gone 5-0. The other sets, I think 2 of them were 3-2, and the 5th one I don't remember. However, the total score was 16-9. So honestly, this team isn't the best. However, if you want to try out your new ones, this is the time. This is the start of the season, and honestly, this team isn't that bad. Just that Shadow Golduck is a bit squishy, and then Alolan Sandslash is double weak to fire, double weak to counter users. Otherwise, this team can hold its own. It did fight against a few Metamons, and this team can maneuver the matches in its favor. Coming back to the battle, we solved the Jellicent, and here I throw the Ice move expecting a shield, and I shield this, and I think I'll try to go for the Drill Run. Oh, I just swapped, saved the move, and here I throw Liquidation in the hope of getting a debuff, and I got the debuff, which is really nice for me. And now Cross Chop will do more damage than if I had thrown it earlier. Unfortunately, we were not able to kill the Registeel. However, here we'll be able to farm them down. And since I was counting during the battles, I knew that the Sableye was away from move. I went for the safe move of throwing 2 charge moves instead of 1 Drill Run, because I did not know if the Drill Run will be enough to KO or not. Sort of a neutral read. However, Golduck is a bit squishy, and that is why I went to Dugong. For some strange reason, I think the opponent may have misstep. They came into a Dragonite straight away quit. On to the next one. I'm really happy to see Medicham here in front of Golduck. Not that Golduck has the best of matchups, however, my backline is really weak to Medicham. Here the opponent makes a clever swap. However, I wanted to dish out maximum damage, and that is why I threw the Liquidation. And now I think I'll try to shield and farm them down completely. Let's see if I can do it or not. I think I'll take one more Shadow Claw, and now I just hope that one counter from Medicham does not KO me, so that I can go for back-to-back moves. Now the opponent will be forced to either shield or let their Medicham go. I come back with my Golduck. Thankfully the opponent doesn't throw, and I reach a move which should KO. And now I didn't want them to farm me down, and here unfortunately I throw the wrong move. I should have gone for Drill Run, because I believe 2 Drill Run should be enough to KO Registeel. Maybe not by themselves, but with the added Ice Shot damage, yes. So unfortunately I made this matchup a bit more tricky for myself, as I allowed the Regi to reach one more move, which will do big damage. However, since I'd thrown an Ice move earlier, which debuffed their attack, that is why I was able to survive the Zap Cannon. And here I make a good catch, anticipating that they'll throw their move immediately, and I was able to reach the last second move on Dugong, which will KO the Medicham. So 1 HP under Dream. However, I made that match way more difficult than it should have been. Okay, here we have a Raconid, which is ideally not a good mon for either Golduck or my Dugong. However, I dished some damage, and that is why I went into Dugong, because Dugong is like a cushion bag in my team. Even if the opponent hadn't thrown a move, I wouldn't have shielded that and would have just tried to build upon energy. Here I'm really happy to bet out the Registeel, and learning from the previous matchup, I straight away build up energy and go for the drill run, which is super effective. And I reach another drill run. Let's see if the opponent invests a shield or not. They do not, and I think they'll come back again in Araconid. Yes, Araconid has a good matchup and their move will do a lot of damage to Dugong. However, Dugong is really bulky and it survives. That is why I go for I7 to lower down their attack. And now I enter into my Alolan Sandslash, and they have a G-Fisk at the back, so a really meta team with an Anti-Fighter and 2 Steel Mons. However, let's see if we can pull off a win. So we successfully beat and we successfully shield the Earthquake. And now we go for Drill Run. Let's see if the opponent does not invest a shield and they allow us to reach another move, and this will warrant a shield. Oh, the opponent really misplayed. They should have saved the G-Fisk because a Raconid cannot really do anything to a Steel Mon. GG's to the opponent. Okay, Altaria is a really bad lead. However, again, the same strategy. I do a few confusion, build up some energy, and then switch out to my Dugong. I'm really happy to see a Medicham here. Dugong with its Icy Wind will be able to lower down their attack. The opponent needs to throw a Psychic. Again, a misplay by my opponent. Icy Wind is heavily resistant, plus after the Icy Wind debuff, it does literally no damage to the Dugong. Again, I think the Icy Wind will not be enough and they will constrain to throw Psychic, which was the right move done by them. Here I throw 2 Confusions and fearing that they'll reach another move because Golduck is squishy, I didn't want any additional damage, I threw my move. I straight away swapped into Alolan Sandslash thinking that they'll come back in Altaria. However, they were smart enough, they came into the other mon expecting me to swap out immediately. However, with Drill Run, Alolan Sandslash has quite some play against Lantern as well, and in case we are able to take down the Lantern, Altaria has no place to go. So hopefully this is only a surf and we survive a surf and I'm able to reach the Ice Punch and this will knock out the Altaria. So this was the second set of the day that had gone 5-0. So I picked out these 2 sets to showcase. The mons are working really well in sync. Shadow Golduck being a little squishy, however Dugong provides adequate bulk, and then the closing power or Alolan Sandslash is really nice, especially because of the move upgrade that it got in the form of Drill Run. Please do try this team and let me know in the comments how it goes for you. I'll see you hopefully soon.